You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off of you. Hey YouTube, it's STALK and I'm going to be doing the first time tag for you guys. So I was tagged by the ever so lovely, gorgeous, beautiful, all hail Queen Sammi, aka Beauty Crush. Go and check her out, I'm sure you know who she is. Now let's just get started with the tag. Question number 1, do you still talk to your first love? No. Next question. Question number 2, what was your first job? So my first ever job was in Oxfam, which is a charity shop here in the UK. And it's just voluntary work, so I wasn't paid for it. But that was like my first job. And I worked in retail many years since then. And I hate it. Hate it with all my life. Question number 3, what was your first car? It was a dark green Fiat Punto. I think I named it Toby. I don't have it anymore though. Carless now. Question number 4, who was the first person that texted you today? I think that was my boyfriend. Usually my boyfriend or my mom that texts me lately. Pretty sad. Question number 5, who's the first person you thought of this morning? Probably my mum, because she was home this morning and as soon as I woke up I was like, Mom, can I have some tea please? So I was kind of thinking about myself, but I called for her nonetheless. Question number 6, who was your first grade teacher? Mrs. Miller, and I was in pink class. Here in the UK, when you start like reception, or when I started reception, our classes were like colours, so there was pink class, white class. Did anyone else have that, or was that just... Question number 7, where did you go on your first aeroplane ride? Here, my first aeroplane ride, I was 2 years old when I came from India to here. Yeah. Question number 8, who was your first best friend and do you still talk to him or her? My first best friend was Stephanie, and yes, I still talk to her. We're not as close as we used to be, but I'll always love her and she'll always be like a sister to me. So Stephanie, if you're watching, hello! Question number 9, where was your first sleepover? It's probably at my friend Stephanie's house. Question number 10, who was the first person you spoke to today? That would be my mum, because I asked her to make me some tea, so... Question number 11, whose wedding were you in for the first time? Okay, so I've never actually been in anyone's wedding or to anyone's wedding in my whole life. That's really sad. Or it just means my friends are slags and I want to get married. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But not really. Question number 12. What was the first thing you did this morning? Probably pee. We all do it. Question number 13. What was the first concert you ever went to? I don't like to admit this because it's not very cool, but it was Westlife. Yeah, first concert and second and third were all Westlife. Question number 14. First broken bone. I've never broken a bone, but I have fractured my arm once, and that was probably about 10. And we had like a sponsored roller skating thing outside, and I just wanted to show off, I think, because I'd done the most laps, and I just went super fast, and yeah, fractured my arm. That was fun. Question number 15. First piercing. My first and only piercing are my ears. Question number 16. First foreign country. Again, it would have to be here. When I was in India, coming to here, this was a foreign country to me. Question number 17. First movie you remember seeing in the cinema. That's really difficult. I don't remember seeing any in the cinema because our friend Stephanie used to have a dodgy friend who used to get us all the films on VHS back in the day. We never had to go to the cinema, so I can't remember. It's probably a Bollywood film that my parents took me to. That's probably why I can't remember it. It's just 3, 4, 5, 6, God knows how many hours of my life I will never get back. Ugh. Question number 18. When was your first ever detention? Detention, I never got. I made it through all my school years without a single detention. Yep, kids, stay in school and do well. I am a good role model. I'm not. Don't. Yeah. The only detention I was ever in is like the class ones. You know when the class was misbehaving and the teacher was like, that's it. We've all got after school detention. And I was like, I haven't done anything. But yeah, I never actually got a detention. Question number 19. Who was your first ever roommate? That would probably be in my first year of uni, but not like a roommate. Like housemates, and I had like 6 of them. Question number 20. What was the first lesson you ever took? If they mean sort of like extracurricular stuff, I think guitar lessons. I taught myself for a bit, and then my mum sort of paid for me to have some lessons. I don't play it now though. That was a complete waste of money, Mum. Last question. Who was the first ever beauty related person you watched on YouTube? That would have to be Lauren Luke, Panacea 81. That's how it all started. And then Pixie Woo, even Sammi I was watching, Zoella, all of the big ones. But Lauren Luke, Panacea 81. And that's all the questions, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I tag anyone that wants to do it. I know I always say this, but hey man, share the love. Let's spread some love. Anyone can do this tag. You're more than welcome. Be sure to give this video a like, to subscribe, and stay tuned for more. And thanks again, Sammi, for tagging me. Peace!